But we could have the Circuit Watch winner in this final, depending on how it plays out. Jenson Chalk, Oliver Spencer, Colby Patterson, Theo Bradshaw. Let's see how it goes. Who is going to get the start off? To the starters on as we go, and we are racing up to the first corner. Jenson Chalk hits the front, no problems at all. Theo Bradshaw mixes through in second place in front of Edward Haynes. So a great start already from Bradshaw as he now charges after the leader. So there's already big drama in this one. Jenson Chalk leading Bradshaw. Third position is the 133, that's Emerson McAndrew. But I couldn't quite make out who it was that has gone off the road in the background. There are certainly two drivers that are not moving, or one certainly that has not recovered. The other one I think has done so at the back of the field. So diving down to the inside line, Edward Haynes is going with Colby Patterson, going with Cian Barnard, I should say. So Cian Barnard has managed to get himself into fourth position, right on behind Emerson McAndrew. But Alex Goodson has not continued. He is the race retirement on the first lap. Very unfortunate indeed for him. Oliver Spencer having a tough race of it in the 42 as he tries to dive up the inside of Edward Haynes and gets through. So Oliver Spencer moves forward. Now, second position is Emerson McAndrew in front of Theo Bradshaw and behind Jenson Chalk. So Chalk leads, McAndrew second, then Bradshaw, Bernard, Spencer, Haynes, Patterson and Oman. Now, McAndrew's looking for the lead on Jenson Chalk and he gets there. Emerson McAndrew moves up into the lead. An excellent start for Emerson McAndrew as he now hits the front here at Whilton Mill. And there goes Ollie Spencer looking for a move past Cian Barnard. And he's got there, so a good overtake from Oliver Spencer. So many drivers now with a chance to go for the win. Colby Patterson in 7th, Austin Oman in 8th position. Riley Murrow and Otis Cleary dive up the inside. There goes the move from Edward Haynes. Working very hard throughout. Cian Barnard and the 24 of Colby Patterson, I should say. Colby Patterson still working his way further forward, trying to get the move on Cian Barnard. But a very tough race in the offing as Edward Haynes has now got through past both drivers. Now, Jenson Chalk is trying to protect from Theo Bradshaw, whilst also go on the offensive to Emerson McAndrew. They've got to be careful how much time they lose here. What if Theo Bradshaw could come through for the win in both finals? He's there in third, certainly looking very strong. Some great performances so far in this weekend, but the 24 still going strong. Colby Patterson looking good, looking very strong. Austin Oman trying to get the move here on Riley Murrow, hoping for an opportunity or two, but it is going to be pretty tricky. Emerson McAndrew still holds the lead. Jenson Chalk in second from Bradshaw, Spencer, Haynes and Patterson, and off the road goes Otis Cleary. Otis Cleary drops off the road. He manages to recover, but that has cost him any chance of the top 10. As Lush and Cormac both squeeze through, I do believe. So there goes the chances of the top 10 for Otis Cleary. Meanwhile, Patterson has got past Spencer and Haynes. So Colby Patterson now in fourth position. So here comes the leading squad. 6 drivers. Haynes now going for Spencer, up to 5th position. So 5th position for the 43, that is Edward Haynes. A really solid performance. And still the contenders doing battle. Emerson McAndrew, Jenson Chalk, and Theo Bradshaw. That's your top 4. Oh, sorry, top 4 is rounded out by Colby Patterson, I should say. Now Patterson going for third. He gets through on the inside of Theo Bradshaw. Certainly not as easy for Bradshaw to win the Micromax final as it was to battle for the Honda Cadet final by the look of it. So here he goes again. Ed Haynes trying to make his bid on the inside of Theo Bradshaw. Watch for Spencer as he tries to come around the outside into the boot and then back onto the home straight again. So past the pits. Haynes 5th in front of Spencer, behind Bradshaw. But your leader is that man, Emerson McAndrew. A really solid race. Here comes Colby Patterson. Now he's going to go for second on Jenson Chalk. Chalk holds it round the outside. Lovely defence from Jenson Chalk. As Emerson McAndrew holds the lead up front. Drifts a little bit wide in Ashby, but nothing to panic about. Chalk is second. Patterson is third. Then Theo Bradshaw, Edward Haynes and Oliver Spencer. 6 drivers all in the hunt for victory. Separated by 1.2 seconds at the flag. The last time by. I should say at the line, of course, because the flag hasn't come out yet. But certainly these 6 drivers all hunting for victory. And Cian Barnard trying to stay with them just in case a podium might come up. 4 minutes, plus the additional change. And the extra lap on top. Off the turn. Down the stretch towards Christmas. And Emerson McAndrew having a great run. There goes Colby Patterson again. Jenson Chalk again resists. Terrific. Jenson Chalk hangs on. Don't you dare overtake me. Colby Patterson's running out of patience, though. He tries again, and Chalk still resists. So Colby Patterson tries for Spencer, who uses a lot of curb. Colby Patterson is still going to be there, diving up the inside. Bradshaw goes with him. So Patterson to third, Bradshaw to fourth. Spencer, the little mistake, drops into fifth. That's how costly mistakes are at this level. You cannot afford to make a single one. So McAndrew leads Chalk, Patterson, Bradshaw, Spencer, and then Haynes. Bernard is seventh from Oman, Murrow, Lush, Cormac, and Otis Cleary. So Colby Patterson looking for the third place on the podium. Theo Bradshaw fourth. Oliver Spencer hoping to try and fight his way back into contention. There are Haynes and Bernard. Sixth and seventh as a result of the little moment for Edward Haynes. That'll be bitterly frustrating. The last 2 minutes of time. Still a great race in the offing here in the Micromax Super Final. Can Oliver Spencer get through on Theo Bradshaw? Harry Friel says, come on, Emerson, keep pushing. He's the man in the lead at the moment. And Ben Simpson is cheering on Alex Goodson, who has had a very difficult recovery to the race. I said he was out of the race. He's not. He's just recovered a lap down from the field. So never give up, Alex. That's a very spirited maneuver. Oh, and there's the move on the inside from Oliver Spencer. Gets the run on Theo Bradshaw through Oblivion and Crook, and now has the nerve and audacity to gesture to Theo Bradshaw. Come on, now I've got you. Work with me. Don't overtake me. So Jensen Chalk is doing everything he can to close up on McAndrew. This is critical for Jensen Chalk. He has to be all over the back of him going into the final lap. Or if he can even find a move about nowish. Quarter past now is when the move has to come, really. 3, 2, 1. Time is up, so the next lap is going to be the final lap. It's now or never for Jensen Chalk. He's really got to push Emerson McAndrew going into the final tour. Here we go. Last lap begins here at Whilton Mill, and it's all about Jensen Chalk trying to take on Emerson McAndrew through Oblivion, through Crook, and up Fine Lady, along Manuel's Bank. Can Jensen Chalk make the bid into Christmas? Emerson McAndrew certainly thinks he's going to try. Jensen Chalk goes the long way round and tries to cut back in for a switcheroo. Could have had a move there in the kink. Up towards Inkermans. Will he make the bid into Ashby? McAndrew certainly thinks he might. Jensen Chalk's trying to go the long way round and get the switcheroo. Jensen Chalk takes the lead on the last lap. Beautiful from the O-plate. Jensen Chalk. McAndrew comes back at him. They go side by side, and look at Colby Patterson. Patterson's got them both. Colby Patterson and Ollie Spencer both overtake them. Colby Patterson is going to snatch the win. Chalk dives back on the inside of McAndrew. Watch for Spencer and Patterson. Colby Patterson is going to steal the win from defeat. Colby Patterson wins at Whilton Mill. What a final lap. Colby Patterson steals the win on the final lap. Never give up. Never say die. Colby Patterson wins in Whilton Mill.
Well, what a fantastic finish to that race there for those Micromax racers. The man that started on the second row of the grid in fourth place, there he is, kart 24. Colby Patterson taking the win in the absolute dying stages of that one. Jake Sanson was going wild on commentary, and I'm not surprised. There's the man. Come on in, Colby. What a race. What a last lap for you. Did you think that one was going to come off?
Not really, but since they had such a big gap, I had no clue. But when I saw them go side to side, and then I knew it, they're going to go off. And then I went round the outside, and it was such a happy moment.
Oh, I bet it was. Jake Sanson, our race commentator, was going wild when that one played out. You started fourth, well, second row of the grid in fourth place. Going into the final, did you think you had it in you to take the win?
Yes, I did, because I've carried the pace all weekend. But like you always say, it's not always going to work your way in some races, but in half the races, it's going to go your way.
Yeah, it really did, and you had to keep your head there because it was on the last lap. It was in the dying stages. Well done. Here comes his dad. How about that? Nice one, Dad. I'm guessing that was your dad?
Yes.
Who would you like to thank? Your dad and who else?
My family and the KR Motorsport for giving me all the waft I've got.
Well done to you. Huge congratulations, Colby, taking the first place. Are we going to see you at Lark Hall for round 2 in the UKC?
Maybe, but I'm doing British, so I might clash into it.
Well, I can tell you there isn't a clash, so we'd love to see you.
I will be there then.
That's the man. Well done. Congratulations. Go and enjoy the moment with your family. Let's get the next man in. Oliver Spencer, second place. Oliver, the face says it all. You didn't think second place was going to be the result, did you?
No.
Not at all. Just tell us about the dying stages of that race. What went on in the last couple of laps?
Jensen, Chalk and Emerson. Emerson defended and Chalk tried to go up the inside and they collided, and that gave me and Colby first and second. Not where we wanted to finish, but it's okay.
Well, it is okay. You are on the podium, and sadly, that is kart racing. Who would you like to thank for your weekend? Because you've obviously been fast. I mean, you got yourself there, front row of the grid. You were starting in second place, so you know that you had the speed all weekend, surely.
Yeah, we was fastest in one heat and obviously fastest in that final as well. So, yeah, it's all right.
Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank Sinji, Driver Development, Rob, my mum and dad, KR Engines, and and my mechanic Alex.
Listen, it was a great race in the Micromax there. You boys all did really, really well. We'd like to see you all back at Larkhall. You're coming up to do it all again for round 2?
Yeah.
Great stuff. We'll see you there. Well done to you, Oliver. Congratulations. There goes Oliver Spencer. Let's grab our next man in. Here comes Emerson. Emerson, wow. Look at your face. Come in nice and close. Started on the 4th row of the grid in 7th place, and you've ended up on the podium. How does that sound?
It was good. It was a tough race, and I had to work hard.
Yeah, you really did have to work hard, and it all kicked off in that last lap, didn't it?
Last lap, I think I got one of the defender moves wrong, and then that screwed me, but it was a good chance, and got back on Chalk on the inside, but then we just both ran wide.
Well, it's the way it goes sometimes, but I have to say, you've obviously been quick all weekend. You've done, you've enjoyed the weekend, though?
Yeah.
And who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my dad, my mum for supporting me, DHR and Time Engines.